Riz, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. It's good to be in Canada with you virtually.
Yes, it's good to have you back. Thank you. I can't fly here, but we'll get you via Zoom. Riz, this performance, as we saw at the Toronto International Film Festival and stuck with me for a long time, is absolutely extraordinary. And ultimately, I don't even know where to start, where you started. What challenged you the most?
I was certainly looking for something kind of overwhelming and challenging. I don't know. I was just in that place where I'd missed the feeling of those indie films that I'd been doing for,
Yeah,
first kind of 10 years of my career in the UK. And so I was looking for something that is as immersive and all hands on deck as those experiences were. And I found the script and loved the character, loved the writing, loved Darius. And then he told me that he wanted it to all be for real in terms of the drumming and the signing. So that actually really excited me because, I knew, you know, whether I could pull it off or not, it would challenge me and I would grow from it. And that's kind of what I look for more and more in my work, is like running towards the stuff that's quite scary
yeah,
and seeing what I might learn at the end of it, and actually said to Darius at the end of shooting this, I don't know if anyone will see this film, but I kind of don't care, because it's been like such a profound experience for all of us, coming together from the hearing community, the deaf community, creating this
yes,
special bubble, learning how to play instruments together. Me and Olivia, the
yeah.
whole thing was one of those special kind of experiences.
What was it like gaining the trust of the deaf community? That was probably the my most favorite part of the film, watching how Reuben connects with him and how he, in the beginning, of course, he doesn't want to accept this, but what a beautiful part of the film. What was it like to work with them?
Yeah, so I was a privilege and an honor to be welcomed into the deaf community by Jeremy Stone, my sign instructor, to become friends with him, to attend his wedding, to, make friends within that community. It taught me so much. If deaf people don't trust hearing people, I don't blame them. They
Yeah,
suffer constant oppression, marginalization, and are overlooked by the hearing community. And working on this project made me realize how a travesty it is that we live in such a segregated way between those two communities. The deaf community have so much to offer, not despite their deafness, because of their deafness, because of the richness and the expansiveness of that experience. And one thing that Jeremy taught me was, deaf people often look at hearing people as emotionally repressed because we
mm,
hide behind words.
right.
Whereas when you embody what you're communicating viscerally and physically, it you mean it in a different way. I've kind of
Absolutely.
in a way learned the true meaning of the word communication from the deaf community.
Yeah, boy, after watching this film, you do not take your senses for granted. That is for sure. And one thing that you said at the Toronto Film Festival, which I found interesting, was you said out of all the characters that you've played, and you've given us some good ones, Reuben is more like you than anyone else. How so?
It was weird in a way because I think that Reuben is different to me on paper, more different to me on paper than probably any character I've played before. Um, but I think because of the environment of trust that we had on set through Darius and through the intimacy of this small crew working in 4 weeks against the odds, the bonding and the overcoming of preconceptions both amongst the hearing and deaf cast, we were all just in this really kind of open, trusting, vulnerable space. And in that space, I think you do allow elements of yourself to come into your work more readily. And so even though the character in many ways is very different to me, I think that I was able to kind of draw on a more personal, emotional kind of place, just because it, as I said, the making of the film was quite a special kind of almost family experience.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hodgepodge family thrown together from all over the world and all different experiences.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's sensational. You are really, really good. I really do want people to see this. And just on a personal note, if you don't get an Oscar nomination for this, I'm giving up hope. Honestly, you're so, so good. So congratulations, Riz. Honestly, I know it's not, the most important thing on your docket, but really your performance should be recognized. You're extraordinary. Thank you so much for your time today.